Welcome back to our playthrough of Primordia. We're going to pick up here. However, I'm going to double check back, because someone had mentioned that we didn't try crisping on the window of that train. And I would be interested, before we get too deep in here, about checking out that train. Where is that train? The train is in a junkyard. So I don't see a separate indicator for the windows, but I will try.
That's crazy talk.
No, it isn't. You're just being unproductive.
I don't really want to try that.
You don't want to try, or you can't?
You know, boss, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
That is, in fact, not the definition of insanity. I think that was from some sort of PR thing. Okay. Otherwise, well, we're out here where I want to head back to the shrine. Because why did they give us a second number to look at? And I will forget that number. So this blew up that other bomb. What the hell is this going to do? I'm worried that we get, like, late game or some shit. And, like, to destroy the final boss, I'm going to need to remember that this number exists. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt. However, don't know. Is it back to the dome? I sometimes need to pay my own advice. Pay heed to my own advice. Alright, so let's start checking things out here and go farther on.
Hello. Welcome to Metropole Reclamation Artery Junction 8B.
Does it go to Metropole? I don't want to go to Metropole. Isn't that like that creepy city?
Who are you?
I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
You're a ticket dispensary, right?
Negative. I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
They really need to stop giving me numbers, because I'm going to forget that other one. One ticket, please?
One ticket, please.
Please use the scanner to your right.
Are they going to scan me? I don't want to be in their system.
5 megacycles collected. You may collect your MetroPass now.
Oh, there we go. Right. I'm gonna pause here really quick. I saw something. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Control panel.
Nothing happens.
So I don't think I should cut these. Maybe I should use my pass. No, not that one. Ticket. Yep. And then we'll use this on the control panel. There we go. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in this room.
Better just to leave it alone.
Really? What does it look like?
Better just to leave it alone.
When they were talking about Metropole before, they were talking about like it's some sort of sanctuary or Eden, and that creeps me the hell out. I imagine that's going to be really bad, and it's going to be all kinds of shitty there. But that's where the giant robot with the laser went, so we're following him. Because he took our power core for our spaceship, and...
Train 173.
Stop giving me these numbers!
All aboard.
See, boss, there is a train to Metropole. So there is.
All aboard.
So, what's the plan, boss? There is no plan, Crispin. No plan and no choices. We need power, and there's nowhere left to look out here. Energy for all it is. Hooray!
Yeah, that sounds creepy. Alright, so here's the engine. I don't see... Let's look at the junk.
It's just scrap.
Is it just scrap? Let's check with our handy-dandy mobile sensor. Is it just scrap? Is it just scrap? Alright, maybe it is just scrap. Yeah, that's creepy. Come on, Crispin! Get your things together. You better attach yourself to something because you're hovering over the train. You're gonna loot. No, Crispin! There we go. Fool! Ooh, that's spiffy.
Look at all those lights. It's amazing, boss.
It's trouble. Trust me.
Sweet, sweet trouble.
I'm fearful of how they're powering the city. What if they have some sort of crap mechanic where they harvest human heat energy in a matrix type system and use some sort of cold fusion, which doesn't make any type of sense whatsoever, because why can't they just use the cold fusion separate of humans, and then you don't have to run a damn virtual reality simulation? Should have just described it as them wanting to preserve humanity.
This is Metropole?
Kinda like a
Where's
zoo.
all the glass and light? Oh, here it is.
Subway map. We take
It's
that?
a map of train lines and stations. It's a map of train lines and stations.
What's sad is we're a robot, and everything's stored in some sort of data core in our head, but neither I nor this robot can remember anything that we came across. We have to have a data pad. Whoever made us, those second-gen robots that made us in damn human image, I hate them. Humans had short-term memory, and very bad long-term memory, so we're gonna give them bad long-term memory.
Boss, is that really Metropole out there?
It must be.
But it's so brown.
I'd say it's more red than brown.
Whatever it is, it brings new meaning to
Iron
rust and
oxide.
ruin.
It's no longer operational. It says blue line.
Guess we won't be taking that train anytime soon.
Alright, we came from crater?
Some kind of blast crater.
Why is everything made out of iron?
Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
That isn't at all ominous either.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Oh,
Stop.
damn it.
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
Let's go find out.
Hi. What's your name?
Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell me?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. Metromind greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him!
Ruh-roh.
Hey!
Oh, my data pad.
All contraband has been removed.
Oh.
You are safe.
What the hell's a megacycle? Did they just take, like, part of our life force?
Boss?
You look like crap, Crispin. Why can't I move? Where are my legs, Crispin? Oh, there we go.
Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropole." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
He can
Good
fly,
thing I have a
though.
hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later.
That little depiction of us in that dark zone looked really creepy, kind of like phantom dust. Hope we're not in the Matrix.
There's no way I can reach that. quite a tower.
Get us back out of here. I don't know what they did to us, but we'll back over here. Megacycles. I wonder-
over here.
Are those our processor cycles?
Boss, even if there's some code to crack here so that we can understand what it's saying, I propose we just ignore it. Maybe, for once, the other robot can figure out how to communicate with us.
Hey, Tyra,
Agreed.
over here. Can't you see I'm trying to spin down?
I understood.
The mug belongs to the bar. I'd have to buy something. It's a price list for the oil, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening. They belong to the bar.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine? The adventures of Crispin and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
Alright, how are we going to get money to pay for things if we don't open an account? Is there some sort of a legal credit system we can use? I don't want to be trading in our megacycles, because if that's processor cycles, I don't want to be... Well, if that's processor cycles, maybe they're just temporarily borrowing our processor.
I don't
Which I
think he
don't
wants to
necessarily
talk,
mind
boss.
that, but if it's like we have like a quota, or not a quota, but a strict limit on how many cycles we can run, that is that would be horrible.
All storage bladders empty.
I guess that's a good thing.
Hey, Tyro, you blow in off the dudes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home. Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself a Metromind? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man.
There we go.
For that, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Who's this Metromind?
Who is Metromind? Russ and Bruin, you are Tyro. Metromind? Well, Metromind is Metropole. Runs everything now. What with the council shut down?
Council?
Sure, a bunch of primordial machines. Arbiter enforce the law. Warriors kept the records. Big old factor built just about everything from down in the underworlds. And, well, there's another one, I think. I don't even remember his name. And Metroman, of course. She used to run the trains, but now she's got the whole show.
Where can I find her?
Like I said, Tyro, she is the city. So you found her already. Probably knocked yourself to her just to get here. Anyway, if she wants to talk to you again, you'll know.
So, apparently the city used to be run by a series of man-made robots, like first-gen robots. And that's where that power is coming from, is most likely one of their power cores, because, who was it, Goliath? He had a lot of power on him. So there was some sort of coup, and this Metromind took over. Who's this extra individual? Are we some sort of weird surrogate robot where we're technically somewhere else, and we're the lost robot that we're looking for, or some weird rehashed sci-fi that thereof? I was robbed when I came off the train. I'm not sure if I can complain, but I will.
I was robbed when I came off the train. Some robot paralyzed me and stole my Gospel of Man.
Careful there, Tyro. If you read the rules, you'd have known Metromind don't take kindly to superstition. Under the refuge rule, you got 2 days to talk about make-believe man all you want. But actual writing about man, that gets tossed to the underworlds with the rest of the trash and trouble.
How can I get it back?
Ha! You risk inhibitor flaking on you, Tyro? You'd have to do some digging down in the underworlds, which ain't exactly easy. Then, even if you find it, you'll just be sticking your finger in Metromind's socket. Like I said, she got no time for heretics, lunatics, and the like.
How about quick-witted levitators?
Don't think she cares for them either.
Look
I'm
for my
looking for my
power
power
core.
core. It was stolen from my ship, the Unique, and I think it's being kept in that tower over there.
Great tower, you mean? Sure, it's probably in there, along with all the other generators and reactors and cores that keep the lights on.
How can I get it back?
If Metro Mind took it, you don't, Tyrone. Her word is law. Arbiter's the only one who ever could have said otherwise. And he's been gone a long time. Getting to the courthouse, maybe you complete your case. After half a dozen other folks took their turns, that is. But you can't. The old judge locked it up tight. And who's to say you'll win, huh? My advice?
I don't want your advice. I want my power core.
Well then, good luck to you.
What are you selling?
Barter, not selling. Metro Mind don't tax barter. Not yet, anyway. Come take a look.
Ooh, surely not a real finger, right? That'd be a bit creepy. However, we could get Crispin a finger at a time, and then when he saves up, he'd have enough for a whole hand. Small motor, a part, a battery, a crowbar, a servo unit, a water chip, a memory access not a memory access device, a plug board, an abacus. Oh, we're all robots. We should be able to calculate math quickly. Why is that a thing? Fuel cell. And a tape measure. Okay. I like the crowbar.
That's a fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not, I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Something shiny.
One fine motor you spotted there, Tyrone. Foreign built, out of Savitas. Can't do better. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk.
So it looks like he wants something individual for each one of these parts. So let's look at all these parts, and then we can tell if we come across them in the field.
Boss, is that another battery?
Looks like it.
Finest AA battery you'll ever see. May as well call it AAA. It's so fine.
Wow, that would have been useful to have before I went rummaging around a pile of tires in the junk pile. Now, not so much.
Be a little bitch, Crispin. We're doing things.
That there's an old Nova Robotics subsister coil.
Not interested.
Well, not right now.
This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it. Hey, look, boss, it's a glass finger.
Oh, thank
If we
goodness.
got 5 of them, I could have a hand.
Yeah, there you
What
go.
would you do with a glass hand?
I was thinking the same
What
thing.
wouldn't I do?
You want it?
Exactly.
You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Oh, go wipe yourself.
This here's a tape measure.
Ooh, get it, boss, get it.
Why do we need a tape measure?
So I can finally determine my circumference.
Why don't you have that programmed into
I'm
you?
gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one. Ah, good spot there, Tyrone. She's a fine micro fuel cell.
What's the catch?
Well, she's drained.
I guess that makes it free of charge.
We'll pass.
Abacus, sure, I'll look at it.
Binary abacus, finest calculating instrument.
I'm fairly certain that my math coprocessor is superior.
Oh, but your memory's a bit hazy. Aren't we all high and mighty?
That old boy is a plug board or a breadboard.
I know what it is.
Well, okay then. Bring me something that'll cover her face and it's yours.
Good idea, Leopold. You'd look much better with a mask.
Watch yourself, Chrissy.
Anyway, we don't have time to go around building circuit boards.
Famous last words, boss.
Now that's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. Lets you pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal. That's a water chip. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a keck.
A what?
Never mind. We don't need water, let alone a water chip.
Now a GEC, I think what the referencing is, I can't remember the acronym, but it's from the Fallout universe, and it's what they gave all the Vault they gave some of the Vault survivors to rebuild society after the atomic apocalypse. So I think that's a Easter egg referencing another game, which Fallout is very fun. We don't got really anything here. Servo
That
unit, don't let me
servo
check that
unit
one.
is hopelessly broken.
It just needs a little fixing up, Tyrone.
I don't think so.
Alright, I don't see anything we can trade immediately, but let's try to remember this stuff when we come back here. Now, I'm going to actually turn the music volume just a little bit down. I don't remember it being that high, but there you go. Alright, that's much better. So let's look around.
It's too heavy for me to lift.
Information, I'm looking for information. Welcome. Metromind welcomes you to her city of Metropole. Well, it's her city now. This city is a safe haven for all machines. It's bull! You stole my fuel! My energy! Was it some sort of Thunderdome-esque shenaniganry you have here right now? System records indicate that you have come from Outskirts Station. All newcomers are required to familiarize themselves with the local laws. You may also be interested in our history and landmarks. Is there some way to go to the next page here, or you press enter? Okay, maybe not.
Hey Armstrong, top me off, will ya?
Let's check over here. Ooh, that looks fancy.
Hey, boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
That is a pretty sweet looking crashed bus. Why doesn't Crispin just fly up and knock it over? Crispin, go reach to the top of that cable.
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
Oh, don't tell me
I'm
that.
giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just
Yeah.
fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
There you go, work your magic, Crispin. Pulling for you. Number one wingman. There we go. It's excellent. I'm enjoying the game where it does seem like most things are fairly logical. That's one of the key things that they said about this game. Because other games, like, I would have to find some sort of weird, weird way of knocking this cable over that is not immediately apparent. Beep reap. Work your magic, Crispin.
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
You got this, Crispin. Come on. She's all yours.
I've never had to talk to a lamp before, boss. I've got no practice.
No, fine.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus could hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
Yeah, sure.
My friend is curious about your helper.
Ah, she's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
What do they get for doing that?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. He's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
You say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Oh, that bastard. We're gonna find
Where
the
can
scraper.
I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound.
I really don't know what we're gonna do when we end up coming across that guy. I mean, we don't really have much ability to stop him from ripping us apart.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk?
The information kiosk
Wanna
wasn't
know
very
what I
helpful.
think? Metromind is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about? We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Alright, we'll continue on here. Let's see how much time we got. We can go to options, y'all. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments about the video or what you may want to see on the channel in the future, please leave us a comment below. And if you would like to see more of our future videos, feel free to subscribe.